So what if I told you that one of the most incredible geologic formations in the world was almost a beer garden? Okay, so maybe there isn't red rock flowing from taps on the side of the mountain, but believe it or not, the name Garden of the Gods was the intellectual prowess of two surveyors who thought it would make a capital place for a beer garden. M.S. Beach and his young pal Rufus were so awestruck by the area, they thought it was a place, and I quote, fit for the gods to assemble. Hence, that area that was once known by Europeans as Red Rock Corral was eventually titled the Garden of the Gods. The park is located in Colorado Springs. It's actually not far from Manitou Springs and the Manitou Incline. If you are subscribed to our page and you've been following along, you already know the story of how this visit to Garden of the Gods inspired that climb. If not, check it out here. The area has been called home to natives for centuries. Many European explorers even journaled about its wonders. However, we can thank Charles Elliott Perkins and his family for the preserved historical site that we visit today. Back in 1879, he purchased 480 acres of that land, including a portion of today's Garden of the Gods, for a summer home. He decided instead to leave the land in its natural state. He acquired additional land and then left it informally open to the public until his death. At that point, his children conveyed his 480 acres to the city of Colorado Springs to be operated permanently as a park open to the public as he had always wanted it. So let me tell you a little bit about our trip to the park. Garden of the Gods is popular for hiking, technical rock climbing, biking, horseback riding, but for our adventure, we chose a Jeep tour. The Jeep tour took us up the main road through the center of the formations and then off-road around the mountain for some pretty incredible views of both Colorado Springs and Pikes Peak. Some of the more popular ways to navigate the park are Segway, electric bike, and hiking that main 1.5-mile Perkins Central Garden Trail that goes right through the heart of the park's largest and most scenic red rocks. We chose the Jeep because, well, we have a 4- and 7-year-old. Need I say more? Also, we wanted to see the sights from 8,000 feet. That's a little bit of a hike. It costs $60 per person to ride in the open-air Jeep, and the tour took us about 90 minutes with one stop up at the top to look out and admire the view. Another option would be to take your own vehicle up the drive, but we weren't sure how our Chariot Florida Suburban would fare on those hairpin turns. We went to the visitor center first to purchase the Jeep ticket, and then it took about an hour wait. So we explored the center, watched a video about how the formations came about. Our kids were blown away. This park provided something we had never seen. Some of our favorite formations to check out were Balance Rock. This is one of the most famous because of the way the erosion around the base made it look like it literally balances on a pin. Another one is the Hogbacks, which includes Kissing Camels. That was definitely the fan favorite. Three Graces. These are sedimentary layers that are pushed up vertically during the formation of the Rockies. Way cool. the Sentinel Spires, which, I mean, the photo speaks for itself. And finally, the Gateway Rocks. I mean, what an introduction to a park like this. Whether you visit the park for a day and really immerse yourself in the outstanding geologic formations, or just drive by on the highway, it is absolutely impossible to ignore the evidence of past ages that can be seen in the rocks. Ancient seas, eroded remains of ancestral mountain ranges, alluvial fans, sandy beaches, and great sand dune fields. This area was once an ancient sedimentary bed. The mountain building forces caused by the uplift of the Rocky Mountains and the Pikes Peak Massif resulted in some of the most fascinating features you will ever experience.
But guys, we appreciate you watching. Please be sure to subscribe, like this video, and we hope that you'll follow us on more of our travels.